Welcome to Facebook Live today, and hope you're having a great day wherever you are. I'll just give it a moment here to get some people on live. And today I want to talk about my post that I had put out yesterday about foods and nutrients that are supportive to your adrenals. All right, talking about nutrition is super important, and I'm very passionate about that because it has made the biggest difference. One of the major keys that have made the biggest difference in my health, which is why I'm doing this whole thing, right? So, and I see this so much in so many people every day, all right, that nutrition is often something that we overlook or try to, take the easy button, right? And it really doesn't help us in the long run. Okay, so this month I've been talking all about adrenals. And if you haven't seen the last videos that I did, or the last blogs that I did, about sleep and just the introduction to adrenals, then you can find them on my website and also on this page. So what I want to talk today about is some nutrients that can help you support your adrenals and help you boost your energy. One of the main symptoms of low adrenal function is a lack of energy. So if you're struggling with that, then this probably will be a major factor in getting your energy back for you. Okay, I know it was for me. And one of the big issues that people often have and struggle with adrenal issues is blood sugar. Okay, so this was totally true for me too, that I had lots of pre-diabetic hypoglycemic symptoms for a long time. And after finding out that my adrenals were totally depleted and that I had to get my blood sugar issues under control. And I'm going to share some of those tips with you today about nutrition and how to get your blood sugar under control, okay, and how to support your adrenals that way. So this is what I talked about in my newsletter, actually, that my kind of, the issues that I had was I would have shakiness. I could barely carry on a conversation. And I remember this so clearly, just being, out with the kids or grocery shopping and stuff, and just my blood sugar would hit the floor and I was in a cold sweat. I could barely talk to people. And, I kind of thought, well, maybe it's normal. I just have a high metabolism or something, but that's not normal. It's not normal to be shaking and to have to eat something every couple hours in order to function. Yes, you get hungry, but you shouldn't have those kinds of symptoms, okay? So that is definitely not a normal thing. And how that affects the adrenals is once the blood sugar drops, the adrenals' job is to produce epinephrine or adrenaline to release glucose that's stored. Okay, so that's one of the really, really important jobs of the adrenals, is to help regulate blood sugar. And if that's happening to you constantly, like it was to me, where I was on this cycle of blood sugar crashing, I would get super hungry, I'd eat a bunch of refined foods because that's what I ate. And then my sugars would skyrocket again because there's so much sugar and it gets absorbed so quickly. So when you're on that vicious cycle, and trust me, I know it's not an uncommon thing. I was really into low fat, calorie counting, all those things. I ate a whole bunch of these kinds of like gimmick diet foods that I call it now. The bars and this kind of stuff that are full of sugar, they're full of refined ingredients, and they're definitely not healthy, and they're not helping anybody lose weight, all right? Those adrenal issues and insulin is one of the main reasons why people are struggling to lose weight or they gain weight around their belly area. So, if this is talking to you, then I would really urge you to, read some of the articles that I've already posted and to get in touch, because totally I understand this, okay? I understand the struggles that you're going through. And okay, let's get to the tips. So the first tip is about eating healthy fats, all right? We got to end this whole idea that fat makes you fat. It's not true. There is no evidence to that whatsoever. And it really depends on the type of fat. So I said healthy fats, right? Talking about things like coconut, avocados, olive oil, some grass-fed butter if you're okay with dairy, and dairy is different than say drinking milk, but butter doesn't have those allergens to them that would cause the allergies necessarily, but just be aware of that anyways. Or ghee, that's another form of butter. So you can look at those types of things as healthy fats to add in. It helps you sustain a balanced blood sugar. And the types of fats that we want to get rid of are the highly processed vegetable oils like canola oil, corn oil, soybean, sunflower, all of those types of oils. They're processed at such high temperatures. They're stripped of any nutrients. Corn is one of the most highly GMO'd crops, along with soy. So you don't want that kind of stuff anyway. And they're very inflammatory to your body. So anything that you're trying to reduce inflammation, then you definitely want to get rid of all those highly processed omega-6 vegetable oils. Okay, they're not healthy, guys. Margarine, not healthy. You want to stick with the other ones that I mentioned before. All right, and also, as I mentioned, the omega-6s, we tend to eat in our world now, we tend to eat way too much omega-6 compared to omega-3. So an omega-3 supplement is also something that could probably be a big benefit to somebody who's struggling with adrenal issues, and anybody in general for health. All right, the second nutrition tip that I want to share today is about cutting out your caffeine. All right, I know this is a struggle for some people, especially if you have adrenal issues and energy problems, like maintaining energy or getting going in the morning. A lot of people really rely on caffeine, but caffeine is so bad for your adrenals. Okay, high doses, they actually cause your body to go in a fight or flight response. All right, they trigger that adrenaline again. And if your adrenals are already struggling, you don't want to be doing that. And especially if you're doing it consistently all day. So start by weaning yourself down to like 1 cup of coffee in the morning, and try not to drink anymore for the rest of the day. Switch over to a tea, or even a black tea is better than a coffee. There's still some amount of caffeine, but it's much less. And that'll also help with your sleep, as I mentioned before. And yeah, just you don't want to be giving yourself extra stress, okay? And the third tip is about eating lots of food with B vitamins. So B vitamins are really, really helpful for your adrenals, amongst other nutrients, of course, but this is one that it tends to be pretty low in people with adrenal issues. So foods like leafy greens, nuts, seeds, legumes, beans, eggs, animal products, okay? So for anybody who's a vegetarian, you can be a healthy vegetarian. And but I think it's important, I really believe it's important that you supplement your Bs. All right, you really need to look at a B complex, something with B12 in it, because the greatest sources of B12 are all from animal products. So especially your liver, organ meats and stuff like that. So that's an important thing to also consider. And of course you have vitamin C, zinc, those kinds of the minerals, like having sea salt and that in your diet, that are really helpful to restoring your adrenals. And that is the 3 tips that I wanted to share today. The blog is actually below on this Facebook page, or you can visit RayleneFewer.com to see the blog and check out all the other blogs that I was talking about today. And also for anybody who wants to get these kinds of things delivered to your inbox and my personal stories and extra things that I only share in my newsletter, then sign up on my website for newsletters I send them out every week, and also to get this kind of stuff, this information on a regular basis. So I hope you found this helpful, and please share this with your friends. And I will be back again next week to give you your next tip on restoring and supporting your adrenals. Okay, this whole month we're talking about adrenals. And next week's going to be all about stress. All right, big, huge topic. Okay, so I will see you back next week. Enjoy your Easter weekend, and we'll be talking soon. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.